Hello and welcome to Hycast and our first ever episode of HyChats. Today we are going to be discussing a very important date on the Hytale release calendar, that being none other than the 13th of December. As some, or perhaps most of you will know, this is the date of the Hytale trailer anniversary, which has left many people cautiously optimistic about what could be revealed during this time frame. So, this is what I thought we should dive into this week. What sort of news or content from the team, if any, should we be expecting on this day? Now remember, this is not any old Hytale video. This is what we are going to refer to as a HyChat. What this means is that after this video goes live, we are going to go through the comments, take a note of what you guys thought about this topic, and make a follow-up video entirely focused around what you guys, the community, had to say in response. We really want to make this a series driven by the community, so please, if there's anything that comes to your mind while watching this video, anything at all, especially if you disagree with us, write it down. We will try to include as many of your thoughts and opinions into the follow-up video as we can. So let's get started, shall we? December 13th is obviously an important date for the Hytale community. I mean, this is when the trailer first came out. When is it? 2 years ago now. It's really been a while. Hytale has been in development for, I think it's 5 years in total, but we've only really known about it for the past 2 years. So yeah, something cool could definitely happen this year on this December date. So what could we see? A special postcard? Well, it's what they have been doing recently, to be honest. It's not really been eventful, but we have been getting weekly postcards and, you know, it's been working for them. I mean, I'm not personally too bothered. I can be fine waiting for the game, but I would prefer something more. It is an important date, but this is the safe bet out of content-wise. I mean, they've been doing it. They have no reason to stop. They haven't indicated that they're going to stop sending postcards, and there's no, requirement for them to give us anything more for now. It's still 2020 after all. A trailer anniversary, I mean, it's just a trailer at the end of the day. It's not like the game came out on this day. It's not like the game started development on this day. It's not too special. I mean, it's special to us as a community, because that's when we first learned about it, but usually games don't celebrate something as simple as a trailer release date. It's just not what happens. So that's the first option. The second option is a blog post, which would be kinda, what I would say is what is actually going to happen. Last year at about this time we had a massive, let's call it a content drought, when there was no blog posts and no communication from the team, and it has been justified. It was because they were trying to get the partnership with Riot Games, so that's what they've been doing during this time. But on December 12th, that is a day before the anniversary, they gave us a pretty good blog post, and I do mean this was one of the best blog posts we have gotten. I mean, first of all, we had the skeletons clip, and if you remember, that was the first real proper glimpse of combat in the game that we've gotten, so it was pretty important. And that was just one of the things, there was so much in that blog post, everything was in it. New mobs, new prefabs, tons of information. It was pretty damn cool. Another thing that we still got, what was it? It was the quest system. You could see, during the Skeletons Club again, that you could see the quest in the top right corner, as well as elements of the UI. We got a lot in that blog, so I mean, that's one of the reasons people are looking forward to this specific date. They kind of want or expect, I'm not sure at the moment, depends who you ask, but people are expecting something similar to happen this year. Whether this will happen, I don't know, but it will definitely be nice. Now, it's worth pointing out here that last year they were a day early, so this doesn't need to specifically happen on December 13th. They could do it a day before, they could do it a day after, they could even do it a week after, they could do it at the end of December, I don't know. But it's worth noting that whatever happens, if there's anything that is going to show up, it doesn't need to specifically show up on December the 13th. It could be early, it could be late, we don't know. It just depends on their schedule. But okay, let's just go back for a minute. So what if it's not a postcard and not a blog? What else could he give us on this day? Well, people have been wanting the beta. And we've made a video on this before, and the beta is not going to happen, okay? Christmas is soon. The team wants their holidays, they're also people, they have families, they've got friends, you know, they also want to just sit down and have Christmas. Like, Simon and Oxy, or anyone in the team, I know Simon's no longer really involved, but he still counts because he's still like a human being that's involved in Hypixel. They're probably going to sit down and just play Cyberpunk or something. Like, they're not going to be working for Hytale during their Christmas period, they're going to be spending time with family, so no beta. We've made a video about it, I'll link it in the description. There's no beta coming out this year. Maybe at earliest in like March, I'd say, but don't get your hopes up. If anything like big news wise is going to come out in this year, in December, it would maybe be a release date for something, either a beta or a release, we don't know, but that's all it's going to be. Maybe a second trailer, maybe a release date for something, but no actual content as far as big reveals go. Now this is completely understandable. I mean, if you're expecting something to happen right before Christmas, I've got bad news for you. So be cautiously optimistic, but don't get your hopes too high, because we know that making a good game takes a lot of time, and yeah, I mean, during Christmas it's just you don't get a lot of time, you spend time with family. That's probably the biggest point I want to make in this video, is that the Hycast team are also people. They're not going to be working during Christmas, and they're not going to be doing big reveals or massive announcements. Like, they're not going to launch the game during Christmas when they want to spend time with their family. So just remember that. And yeah, I think that's pretty much the key thing that I wanted to chip in into this video. So I guess that's it for this week's HyChat. Remember to go write a comment and join the discussion. A follow-up to this video will be made shortly. If you made it this far, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the Hycast YouTube channel. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time, goodbye.